Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Audire Astra for another Genshin Impact stream. Hello, Rafe. Hello, Cole. Good to see you here today. Correct, Cole. This is not Star Rail. By the way, how's the stream look for people? It's telling me that error YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. But OBS tells me I am streaming at a good 6,000 kbps. With 0 drop frames. I don't know who to believe. Anyways, let me know if there's any problem with the stream. Anyways, we are here for the new Genshin patch. Things are finally moving along in the story. It seems to be done with Natlan, and Skirk just got released. A character we've been anticipating for a while now. So I think you probably, because I think the story is gonna pick up. I'm guessing the story is gonna kind of like pick up from a kind of a new place. So I'm hoping those who have not been following the Genshin story won't have any trouble understanding this. So let's get going. That's not the right button.
Come down with something. That's it. We're getting Baiju to check you over.
Alright, while we're here, let me just fight the weekly boss. What is the actual story? You streamed this a lot less on Star Rail. Well, right now the main character appears to be sick with some kind of mysterious illness. And that is about all I know about this current story quest. Yep, I think they just introduced this as a new boss. This is my first time fighting the weekly boss version. Of course I fought it during the story. I don't think I don't think I streamed that one, or did I? Dang, I can't even catch up to this thing. Oh, wait, was I supposed to hit that? Yeah, I don't think I streamed this. This was the, oh yeah, this was last patch's new boss that they introduced at the end. You like get shrunken down, and then now you have to duel the chess pieces. The queen is so fat. What kind of freaking queen is that? What kind of chess piece is that? It's so freaking fat. Alright, here's where the take on human form. Like teaching with a bit with the sky open. Yeah, that in the back of you. Yeah, honestly, not that much has happened since. Oh fuck. Yeah, not that much has happened since then. To be honest, that you need to keep up with. Like the last patch, like it's pretty much. I think you're fine not knowing anything about what happened in the last patch. I doubt it will be relevant to the current story. I just Verisa for the finisher because I don't want to feel like going through my whole combo again. Alright. That's the weekly. Here's my Skirk. I don't know if they added any new artifacts yet, so I've just kind of like grabbed whatever I have lying around. He's only level 70 so far. C0, I am debating whether or not I want to whale for constellations, because I kind of I did get a weapon. Unfortunately, I lost the 50-50 on her weapon banner. I don't exactly have a lot left to try and go for another constellation. Maybe. Consider it. Stream health. Is the stream okay? Are you guys getting buffering? You seem like a character you'd wail a bit for. Oh, you haven't been keeping up with Genshin Wraith? Yeah, I might. I'm considering it. I know the leaks of the next patch character I'm not interested in. Because they like leaking like a robot girl. I was like, eh. I know Tommy's like super into her, but like, I'm like, yeah, yeah, whatever. It's so predictable. Tommy is so predictable. I like knew the moment I saw it. Oh yeah, Tommy's gonna love this one. And guess what? He loved it. A robot, like full robot. I mean, she's got a she's got like a human face, but other than that, full robot. How do I get to the back room? Oh, there's a door. She a boring robot that looks like a human. What do you want her to look like? A spire?
Traveler, Paimon, welcome. What can I—
It's the Traveler. She looks absolutely beat these days. She has these huge dark circles around her eyes, like she hasn't slept a wink.
She looks fine to me, Paimon. What are you talking about? Oh, by the way, this is Paimon's new voice, I think.
And she
They
keeps
changed her
spacing out.
new voice
We have
actor.
to call her name several times before she snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is she sick?
She looks less squeak. She sounds less squeaky and a little more. I don't know how to describe it. I want to say more British, but that's not it. You don't have Genshin's adult oh, you don't actually play Genshin. I didn't know.
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come. let
True,
me
I don't
take a
think
look at
Traveler
you.
ever gets sick. Can diseases from this world even affect her?
Okay.
Maybe she's just
Paimon's
burnt
not
out
like
from
that
all the
expression
world
I do.
saving she's had to do.
It's not serious.
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is
Yeah,
strong.
Paimon, what the fuck are you on about with dark circles? She does not have dark circles.
Physically, you appear to be in good condition, Traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain.
Oh no, that means it's psychological. She has depression. No.
A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated.
Oh, time to go on circulating.
Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
That would all be getting sick and all the diseases she wouldn't have immunity to from each new world she goes to.
What do you
It depends on
mean,
how
non-physical nature?
compatible the humans are biologically.
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue.
Or clinical depression. Major
Why don't you
depressive
rest here
disorder.
for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment.
I've seen my fair share of mental afflictions. To start with some calming incense, a good night's sleep, and a good meal will do you a world of
In
good.
the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the
You also be able to play as the travelers will be new world meets old world, worlding all these places. Well, I mean, the world needs to have a certain population density before you start getting those sorts of crowd diseases, which I mean, Tibet is definitely densely populated
Must be a
for
rare condition if not even
compared to,
Baijiu
you
and
know,
Xiangxiang have seen it before.
1700s Europe.
Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
She does sound a lot softer. Also, no, it's crazy. I have never seen a VA change be more celebrated than Paimon. It's like people who didn't even play Genshin, people who didn't even give a shit about Genshin were like, yes, Paimon is voice act. They got a new voice. Actually insane. And she does sound like, she sounds like a little bit of the edge, just like previously, like if she was a knife, a sharp knife previously, like the knife edge has been dulled a bit. Are you the only one who liked her voice? Yeah, pretty much. I don't think a lot of people liked her voice. Like a very squeaky cartoon character. This feels more real than a dream, but too chilling to be real life. My breath freezes in my throat before I can even exhale it. It feels like my soul has been wrenched from my body and thrust into this strange and unfamiliar space. Whichever direction I look in, there's no end in sight, and worse than that, I think there's something in the fog, following me like a shadow. If this is a dream, how long till I wake up? And if it's not, then where in the world am I? Oh, okay. Oh. Did that get us? What in the... Something just pierced through the fog and stabbed me in the back. But there's no blood. There's strange light coming from the wound, and I see this familiar-looking spike retreating back into the darkness. Familiar? I guess it's abyssal, but other than that, I have no idea what's familiar about it. Deep inside, it feels like a part of me is missing, and now another wave of fatigue is washing over me. Oh, is someone, like, stealing Traveler's soul? Piece by piece?
Rise and shine. Time to wake up.
We went from steak knife to table knife? Was it more like a... She went from, like, a knife to a fork, is what it feels like.
You're making Paimon look like an early
She's not quite a spoon
It's
yet.
already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better? A cut? What? Did you scratch yourself?
Point, one of the last patches about mental health too. And wait, is this magic sickness? I think this is a magic sickness. I don't think this is about mental health. It has something to do with the abyss. Cause we know that just because we know Skirk is the new character of this patch. And she is
Don't panic.
of the abyss.
Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on. Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
Who the frick told you this, Paimon? That is not how it works. That's definitely not how it works. Like, interpreting dreams is generally speaking not complicated. They're not, like, people like to do all this like weird metaphorical shit. Like, look, dreams are pretty straightforward. If you're like dreaming of something, you're probably like thinking about that thing. And if like it's just weird, it's probably just like random junk. Don't worry about it.
Well, that's a new one.
I mean, it's like a fun little exercise, but please don't put too much into dream interpretation.
But then again, you woke up right where you went.
You dreamed about war, Paimon. What does that mean? Well, it probably means that you've been hearing a lot about World War III. I wonder why that would be.
Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up. Or, wake you up first and then we can beat him up together.
This is genuinely like the most friendly and helpful Paimon's ever been. I don't think they like... I mean, I don't think they like wrote the dialogue with the VA change in mind, but it genuinely feels a little like our Paimon has disappeared and been replaced with a new Paimon. like she's this is a much nicer, less annoying Paimon. Something stabbed me in my dream, but when I woke up, there was no wound. Still, if I focus on that area, I feel a vague aching, almost as if deep underneath the flesh, something is... Dot dot! Exclamation mark!
Did you just say something?
The flesh
You heard that
remains
too?
whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
Oh, look, Wraith, you were right. Wait, someone said something.
Paimon remembers you. Your child's master.
Stab to the soul, mental stability level jumping. Yeah, you were right. Skork? Paimon, did you just call her Skork?
Right.
Oh my god.
What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the
There's
primordial
the
sea in
Paimon
Fontaine,
we know
right?
and love.
But then we left and never learned where you went after that.
Funny, she's more helpful. Yeah. Like, I know it's just coincidence, but
Child's been looking
it really does feel
everywhere
like
for you, by the way. What brings you to
she's been
Wagyu Restaurant of
replaced.
all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Tell me, what is
Hocus
it that you saw?
pocus. What?
Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair.
Dude, I love the sparkle effect on her arms and legs.
You. I'll take a glass
And
of
like,
wine.
oh, like, we learned that those aren't gloves. Those are like she lost her limbs fighting in the abyss and has regrown them with abyssal energy. And by the way, consider this. She has like spent her entire life, almost her entire life, just fighting monsters in the abyss. And regenerated her limbs, and she still gave herself high heels. Like this queen. That fashion queen. Absolute fashion queen.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. If I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours.
Wow, that's one way to offer help, Skook.
If you want my help, now's the time.
She got
to speak
standard
up.
to help. I know,
You
right?
have until I finish my drink.
I mean, those are, look, for a stiletto heel, those are stiletto heels with emphasis on stilettos. If she steps on you, those things will go right through you. What do you know about
I
the
was
situation?
investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you.
You grow heels if you could. If I lost my limbs, yeah.
Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound
She just like
bears
me, for
traces
real,
of
for real?
abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
Neither of those things sound good.
I thought Traveler was immune to abyssal corrosion. At least she was before. Skirk seems to know something, and given what I've seen of her strength, I bet she can tell what happened to me. Something weight distribution of a main battle tank. I don't know what her goal is, but in this moment at least, I don't think she has bad intentions.
Well, should we trust her?
Yes, a woman walking in stiletto heels has a higher weight density, ground distribution of weight density than a main battle tank.
She
What do you think,
mentioned
Paimon?
abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could
Damn,
always
she
find
get
a
along
different
with you,
expert
huh?
on the
Yeah,
abyss
we're
to help
both
us
like
out.
high heels and are dead inside.
Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later.
But, by the way, I know other people have pointed this out, but like, the VA for Skirk is like actually like super
But for
peppy
a
and
child's
happy
oldest,
and
she
energetic.
doesn't seem
And a lot of people have
evil,
commented
at
on like
least.
the Gatmo between the VA and the English VA and the character that she's voicing.
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your mind?
Is Skirk bad at counting? 3 Dianas and no Dahlia. I'm gonna go postal. Oh, now it's rolling for Skirk. My only 4 stars were Dahlias. I got 6 Dahlias before Skirk. I was like, oh boy. I'm sure Tommy would be happy to get these.
So that's all we know, Miss.
Your back finally beat Jevil without using the OP healing items. Nice.
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Gwali Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared.
You and Paimon quickly finish your meal and go to settle the
Wait,
bill.
hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
You sure? I could have sworn there were only
Oh
two
my
of
god.
you at that
Oh.
table.
Does Skirk have like memory erasing powers?
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her?
Oh wait, is it nobody else can see her?
Wearing a purple dress? She ordered a glass of wine.
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks
Okay,
like
no.
I
They can see her. She has just like memory
Must
erasing
have just
powers.
slipped my mind. In any case, that settles your bill. Come again soon.
Chef Mao, check please.
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real. Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head to the Gwali Plains, right? Let's not keep her waiting.
I feel like Paimon has like an accent now. I don't know what kind of accent it is. I can't. It feels a little bit like non-standard American English though.
Try and stop me!
Whoa, what are all these rift hounds doing here? Huh, looks like they're collecting something. Let's go check it out.
Bring it! Show no mercy! You two!
I assume you guys are talking about Deltarune over there?
So, this is what they were collecting. It looks kinda like...
God remains.
What is going on here?
No, that's
From the
been a
moment
while
they're
since
born,
we've heard that come up before.
Great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains.
Dang, okay girl.
Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years
The
ago
most
remain buried
common
deep within the
example of
earth,
that.
carrying
Oh.
within them a warped will.
What's
and a
more
dark
rare than
curse.
gods?
Together, these remnants form what you call God remains. And it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast.
Paimon, what are you doing? It looks like she's like sniffing at her hair.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just wanted to make sure you were... real?
Paimon was getting a good whiff of that.
She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
After you left the restaurant, the other diners
Your
acted
life
like you were
hangs
never
in the
there.
balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities.
That was slightly creepy.
It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show
Dang.
for it. Now, Can we please get back on track?
But if she has no need to make connection to the world, why is she here?
Okay. Where were we? Right. The god remains. So basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I mean, that depends on who was collecting them and what
In our
for.
experience, god remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing. And it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't
Yeah,
just
that's what I was
gone.
saying.
They were taken.
Like part of
Very
my soul
clever,
was taken?
traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed. Something similar happened in
So
Sumeru.
what do God
Within the span
remains
of
and the
one
traveler
night,
have in
countless
common?
consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing. Of course,
Oh, that's not
god
good.
remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
I don't know what that is.
Wait, you mean the stars?
Mm-hmm. 42
Oh.
of them have died out in the past few months
Oh.
alone. In Conria,
That's
people believe
serious.
that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually
Oh,
evolve
okay.
into a new constellation.
Okay, so Stella Fortuna is like the special name for the constellations.
Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they
Oh
contain.
boy, someone's
Something
harvesting the
has been leeching power
stars.
from
That
this
sounds like a
world,
big deal.
parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you.
At least take me out to dinner first,
This
damn it.
time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go. No one knows.
But why me?
All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be
Starvesting,
easy.
if you will. That sounds like you're starving.
Considering how much power this entity
That
has
sounds like a
stolen,
fancy
it
word for
must be a
eating, like you're
god-level
starving
being
and you're
by now,
eating.
at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
Okay, boy. I'm ready to fight a god.
You're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Oh, so that's why you're doing it
You
out
seem
here.
super strong, and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust
Aw,
me.
look at her trying to
You
be
help me
all
uncover the truth
tough.
behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you
Warning,
lost.
getting mixed
This
up
is a
with me is
transaction,
bad
that's
news.
all.
I know you're a big softy inside, Skirk.
You would do well to remember
This just
that.
in, you can have Audire soul if you take her out to dinner.
Now,
That is not
Come
what I
on.
said, Cole, but you're welcome to try. Oh, okay.
Yeesh.
He's got
You'd
that
think a little friend with
neon
us would
effect.
agree to help us.
It's got the, like, the
But no,
rave
she's just like
lines
when we met her in the
everywhere.
Primordial Sea. So cold. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
Are you sure you want to give her a nickname, Daimon? I should
Paimon's
make sure she might cut you in half of that.
Rusty the Lavender Melon. Serves that ice queen right.
Okay, Daimon.
The important thing is that we get that
Good
piece
one.
of your soul back. So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got.
Abyssal. Oh, this is I guess it's okay. I guess it's not our first time in the Abyss, but it's our first time in the Abyss outside Natlan. Oh, and it looks pretty similar.
Whoa! This place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
this is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here.
Hey, you, are you saying you can take me out to dinner? You can buy me dinner. It seems more like somewhere in the abyss.
I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell
Aw,
into
look,
this
they're on
place,
first name
I
terms.
mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
Ajax? Oh, right! That's Child's real name! Yeah, Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that. So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world?
I
That
guess
should mean
Skirk
we're
doesn't
safe from
age
that
then,
power-hungry soul
because then
snatcher for
she'd
now,
probably
right?
be like,
Yes, well, I
she'd
didn't bring
probably
you
be an
here
old
just
granny,
to
but
show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time. Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog.
okay, so this is interesting. Okay, so like in that one we were actually I guess in that one we weren't in the abyss, we were in like the ley lines and that have been corrupted by the abyss. I think this is our first time that it's just actually being in the abyss. Honestly, this kind of just looks
Abyssal
this look
power
kind of
can
just
grant a
looks
special
like the
form of
overworld.
sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
'Cause I mean, Honkai players have long been theorizing that the abyss was like the Genshin word for the Sea of Quanta. But this looks very different from the Sea of Quanta. No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you
hi,
plan to
Sonata.
wear-
Welcome aboard. Good to see you here today. Her being a granny but looking young makes it better. Oh, I don't think she's gonna go for you.
That
I'm kind of
tracks.
at odds
All
for the abyss.
information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal. I'll respect your opinion, though. Just means we have
That's
to
true.
pick
Power is
second-best
power.
option.
Skirk is a bit of a
A
pragmatist.
little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see,
Whoa,
think, and feel.
that's a
Since
little
you haven't studied
invasive.
the art of using abyssal power and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring,
I don't know,
every
Chat.
time
How do
slip
you
into
feel
a deep
about
sleep,
letting
I'll
someone
see with
else
my own eyes whatever scene plays out in
experience your
mind.
dreams?
Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
Inception. We need to go deeper. Is there
Tough to
anything you need me
say.
to do?
This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding. Like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy.
Those
Play
poor
it safe.
bastards.
I need to give you some
Wow,
special
Sonata.
training first.
Got some interesting dreams there, huh?
Wait, you're gonna teach her some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face.
Alright, I'm ready for the new mechanics.
But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Why, there's stars in the
You move
background.
fast. So, special training.
So I wonder if it's the kind of thing where like the abyss is naturally formless, but like she called this her home, so like she kind of created this domain. So I wonder if it's the kind of thing where it's naturally formless, but because she created it, it like takes the form she was familiar with.
Probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right? Oh, feels like a lifetime ago. Skirk
Oh,
seems
true, that-
strong too, though.
I was thinking about that too. It was like the introduced new mechanics there.
Was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
And nothing exactly that embarrassing them, though something bad you don't think you'd want to experience at all. I'm gonna look around. How far can I go? Not very far. Oh. Oh. I suppose it kind of reminds me of the inside of the thingamajig in Baldur's Gate 3. The place with the giant god skull.
Ready?
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into
We
3
never have
stages.
nightmares too, so most dreams
Testing
will be
your
pleasant.
blade work, elemental
That's nice. Most
abilities,
minor dreams are
and
just
breathing skills.
frustrating.
We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you'll have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet. There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. Oh, and Kazuha,
Kaya's the
Ayaka.
first one that comes to
We
mind.
met sword masters like
Paimon?
you in every
Really?
mission we've been through. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know
Of
it's
all
gonna
the
come in
people,
handy now.
freaking Kaya.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting.
Traveler style is I
To
make it
use
up
the
as I
human
go
body
along.
As an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any
Look
muscle
at her
mass,
heels though.
you'd be
They're so
weak
those
and
are so
flimsy.
cool.
Then again,
I mean, you
if
were the
packed on
father of your
pounds
children
flesh
in a
without
dream,
big
and that
enough
was
frame
one
to
of your more
support it,
normal
you'd
dreams.
end up bloated and unwieldy.
I am pleased to hear this.
You need to do some introspection. Take a good
That's not that
hard
bad,
look at
is
your
it?
past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Okay, what if, like, Traveler actually... What if this quest is actually like a way to buff Traveler? Like, she actually just becomes meta after this.
Paimon thought you were gonna teach her some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your
Oh,
best teacher,
hi Alex,
and rigor
welcome
is your
aboard. Good to see you
coursework.
again.
That's all
Are
I
you
have to
relighting the
say.
dying star? Yep,
Time to make a start.
that one
Train
meme.
until you're satisfied with yourself.
But enough power you can
Now
refire
focus.
even a dying
Destroy the
star.
crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Oh. Destroying 900, what?
This is making Paimon's head spin. Hang
Uh,
in there, traveler.
There's... They're not really gonna make me destroy 900 of these, are there? Are they? I... I can't even change my element. Okay, okay. Alright. Okay, that's more like it. I think this is called limitless power surging through charge. Okay, I gotta let my stamina regenerate. Oh,
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
cause like, oh my god, I'm so glad. I was like, there's no way it actually made me destroy 900 with Trevor. Like, if it was a character with AoE, sure, maybe. Traveler? No. Going around, like, smacking these one by one. There's like, I've... Oh my gosh. What the hell? Come on. Okay, so even this... Its enhanced charged attack does not have that much of an attack radius. So I don't even know what frickin' Pyro Traveler does, to be honest. I've never used her. Okay, alright. We're done. You've been playing Wuthering Waves and the combat system is absolutely great. I'm glad you're enjoying that. This is amazing. This is transforming my whole view of sword work. I'm using the same techniques as ever, but now they're having different effects. It's as if I've unlocked a hidden door in my mind and there's a wellspring of strength on the other side. You're also not using the fucking dull sword anymore, Traveler. That looks like a significant upgrade. I'm not sure which sword that is, but it's at least not like the old 1-star weapon. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing images of the friends I've made in Teyvat. Theirs are the sword styles and techniques I have come to know.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Yeah, I don't know if Kaya... Why is Kaya the first person that comes to mind?
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself,
We've fought
the surface?
fucking
What's their
Raiden
guiding
Shogun.
What's
Like,
their state
why?
of mind as they maneuver their weapons?
Why is fucking Kaya the first person to come to mind? We fought against and alongside gods. And it's just like fucking Kaya, the cavalry captain who has no horses.
Now take that and
This
practice
person
it
that
right
comes
away
to
with
mind.
speed, skill, and strength, over
Why?
and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
This is God's sword. Yes! Raiden is like probably the best swordsman in the world. Cause like her like ultimate move is literally just her sword technique. Okay, now we're getting some like more impressive people. But Kazuha is worth learning from. But Raiden was a polearm user. That's not her real weapon. She only uses her sword for her ult in the game, but like her real weapon is a sword, and her polearm is like her way of nerfing herself. Bro, I hope they actually give Traveler a buff after this.
Start to tire. Empty your mind,
Like,
but do not stop.
even if it's a small one, just like +3 attack. I'd be
Stay in
happy with
frame of
that.
mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Rain Cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
I've never heard of these characters say these lines before. 0.5 attack buff. Look, anything is fine. Okay, I do remember in Sumeru, when you like use a like thingamajig that like gives you the memories of a bunch of sword masters, that actually did give you like a very tiny attack buff. With each slash of my blade, I feel my strength increasing. I don't know if my weapon can contain all this power. I don't know. When did Traveler become so chuny? My sword, it's overflowing with power. I don't know if it can contain it anymore. You slash and swipe till you've exhausted every ounce of your energy.
Huh. Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
Just Paimon things. Paimon was freaking sleeping doing
How
that.
do you feel?
We saw her freaking napping over there on the rock.
As you should
Exhausted.
be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused.
At least she
I didn't
admits
want
it.
to interrupt you.
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
Go to the makeshift camp and rest. This is a cool effect. The good Crystallina effect. I don't know if there's anything I in particular could use it for. I do remember like trying to procedurally generate one of those like crack things, like the abyssal portals that Skirk is making. They're just like a general shape, like a hole in glass kind of shape, but could not figure out a way to do it. Also, like, there were also like, I mean, there was obviously at first thing was like looking up tutorials, looking up how other people do it, like, nobody. If I pull back into that place again, but Skirk said the dream mirroring would kick in when I fall asleep, so why am I back here? No, on closer inspection, this isn't the same dream as last time. It's dark and gloomy, but there isn't that chilling fog that made my hair stand on end. Hold on, if dream mirroring is a two-way process, maybe I'm seeing inside her mind while she's exploring mine. It is her inner world, it's pretty bleak. I can occasionally make out the sound of a flowing stream, but other than that, it's so empty. Strange feature. For a moment, I thought it was the unicorn from Star Wars. What's that? Oh, that strange-looking creature. Nen, me. Where did it come from? I think it wants us to follow it. Damn, girl, you dream like this? I just saw a grass spawner in front of me.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
Oh, this is Skirk's life from before she was here.
Crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Is that baby Skirk? It's like
Excuse me.
stick figure, like a 3D stick figure baby Skirk.
All right, let's not get into a big fight
Oh
about
my
this.
god,
Skirk's
what
learned what she
the hell?
needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there.
Wait, so she had like a normal freaking
I'd still love
life?
to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all
She had
about
like a loving pet.
I
What
went
the
diving,
fuck happened to
and
her?
I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb though with that stupid big.
Oh
fat
my
head. I
god.
tried to
Oh
shake
my
its
god,
fin,
she was
but
a
it just
brat.
spat water at
She
me.
was a brat.
Oh, and today I'm gonna go
Oh
to
my
that
god.
prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Oh my god, she was such a huge
Then I
ass
suppose
brat.
your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
She was rural.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer's gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
Look at, you got a salad, you got melon, and you got whatever the frick is going on there. You gotta love a precocious child. I do not love precocious children. I like my children well behaved. Hey, Sonata, in your dream, were our children well behaved? Or were they precocious?
The stars shimmer high above.
We're about to get gazed at by Fully at any moment here.
Mountains as far as the eye can see, an endless snowy plain, or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said.
Oh. Okay, so she... Buildings taller... Okay, so she does live in a sci-fi setting. She's just like a rural.
Asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only
Finally, the
we
Star Rail and / Genshin crossover that we needed.
set sail together and explore every corner of the world. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Like, this guy's basically a memo sprite, right? He's showing us a bunch of memories. And he's even got a freaking, like, crystally appearance. Like, that looks very similar to, like, the memories in Star Rail. Kind of a recollection? Yeah. We're about to run into a memo snatcher around here.
Please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Oh.
Eliminate the threat.
Take him down.
Don't be scared.
This way!
Bit too late to say don't be scared.
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders.
Oh. What's the threat? Oh, that just get descended.
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink. Showed you the best our home has to offer. Gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Callous soldier.
Extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good.
Dang.
The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
I mean, apparently, they brought all these munitions. Enough, but apparently not enough to like blow up one house.
Well, well. Turns out some of these
Noted.
beasts do know how to use
You
their
don't know if you were like 10 minutes
Now
old.
the threat
I
these
see.
savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer.
Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
Oh, so starting to get a little fiery in here. Ooh. Hi, Somni. Welcome aboard. Good to see you here today. How have you been?
Skirk, you're all right. Thank heavens.
I'm so happy
Oh.
to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back. any second.
How'd she get past them? She just freaking snuck through the entire blockade.
Alive, Dad.
This is the place. Alert all units.
Okay, we
Prepare to
hadn't
surround.
surrounded it yet. Did you? I'm
Far away as you can.
moving
Don't trust anyone.
cities next week, so got a lot of packing to do.
Your dad and I,
Just enjoying
we're
my
not
last
afraid
week
to stare
here.
death in the face, but
Week and a
we
half.
need you to survive.
Was Sylphia? No, she was not here.
My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up. to
Audire
be
Astra,
such a
yeah.
positive light in this
Yeah,
world.
moving.
Whenever you miss
So,
us,
not sure how the stream schedule is gonna look next week. Finally coming to Michigan? No, I'm not moving to Michigan.
remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Yeah, I'm starting a new job.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can plug a tune. Well, the show's over.
Moving in with you? Unfortunately, it's not Arizona. I'm sorry.
You! Stop singing!
I don't know if I could survive out in the
I
desert.
said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way.
Bro, what do you have against singing? What was that? Oh my gosh. She has a... Was not expecting her to have such a lovely voice. Have I heard this song before? Have we heard this motif used elsewhere? It's
You're
okay, you get a moving in the fall and you can shake you the weather is nice.
I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training.
How warm is it in the fall? You can sing and play guitar. Oh yeah, where did she freaking get a guitar
This
from?
time, the focus is elemental
Paimon
energy.
just not me on her
Come
hand.
find me when you're ready to begin.
Yeah, she's still Paimon. I was commenting earlier because they changed Paimon's voice actor this patch. And then at the start of the quest, she was acting so nice. And I was just commenting about how it felt like our Paimon had been replaced with a different, much nicer Paimon. But now she's mixed back to her normal Paimon self.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think?
You know, the benefits of Audire's was being streamers that when you all move in together, you have one of those streamer houses. True.
It's like time hardly exists.
Ah,
If we weren't careful to
well,
keep
we'll
track,
have to get
it
the
feels like we had
fiber
no
optic
idea how long we've even been here.
so everybody can stream at the same time.
Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
Can... Oh wait, that's actually because like there's theories that Paimon is like the god of time, and so if like what if you could use Paimon's stomach as a clock? Silently, it's quietly foreshadowing the reveal that she's the god of time.
The way I I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course,
like 80s, 90s, but then like 70s.
but that's not my area. of
70s is
expertise.
fine. Actually,
I
80s
draw
is
from a
fine
different
too.
source of
But
power.
80s is like a little warm. 90s is way too hot. That must
Abyssal
mean...
power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners.
So, when's the last time you
The
saw
elemental
him?
energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the
Alternatively, you
power
all
of the
come to
Light Realm.
Seattle and we don't have
These
to
2
worry
forms
about
of
heat.
energy exist
I
in
th-
direct
I
opposition
think
to each
unfortunate.
other.
I think Somni
far
would
as to say,
die
there's not
if
much
she
I
had
can
to
teach
live
you
in
this time.
Seattle. She'd freeze to death. It'll be like 60 degrees out and she'll just be curled up, shivering in the corner. But there's something familiar about the power you
Keen
use.
observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my
feel
power
like
to
a
make it
wet
appear
cat.
cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as
We'll
the Seven
split the
Shifting
difference.
Serpent.
You can both
If you
come
ever
to the
change your
Midwest.
mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
Abyssal power doesn't suit me. I have the ability to
So I've
purify
heard.
abyssal power.
You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does
Oh,
not simply
right.
disappear.
It was hinted before. Traveler is not actually purifying abyssal power, she's just like absorbing it.
Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky.
I love her heels so much. I am saying this game like... You could stab through like sheet metal with that.
True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again.
It's mostly mist rather than rain. How often does it rain there?
It's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Oh. I don't remember how to use Animo. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what most of the travelers do.
Windblade.
Oh, it's been a while since I've heard that line. Windblade, huh?
Prepare to be blown away.
Oh my god, I don't think I've heard these lines since like the Mondstadt chapter. How long ago was that? That's been like 5-6 years? Jesus Christ, that was, I just felt some nostalgia right now. Imagine how I feel if she stepped on you. That would definitely hurt. It would literally just be getting stabbed.
Windblade.
That's sundress temps.
To destroy the spikes.
Oh, what? Oh, right. She got that little water gun. I've been stepped on by a heel. Can say that. Okay, Somni,
Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Somni, you're gonna have to explain the context of this. Why were you being stepped on by a heel? Was it consenting? Did you ask for it? Hello? Have fake bios for each one? I have mentioned we can just we can just have our own room where we just turn up the heat year round and she just never has to leave it.
Understand what makes you special.
They can use I see. Every day unless it's May, June, and fire.
The ability
What is fire
to wield
season?
Elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world.
Where's our what? Oh.
So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
Just have your own heat lamp. Fire season, dear gods, I'm like a bad time for... It is like... Pacific Northwest. I can feel the power of the elements flowing through me, sometimes as peaceful as a flowing stream, other times surging as like a raging river. You must be swift as a coursing river, of the strength of a great typhoon. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear their voices, but it's not like some old wild beast battling me for dominion. It's more like saying hello to an old friend. Fire season is one half the year. Do you have enough foliage to catch fire, Tommy? Okay.
Very
Okay.
good. It seems you've reached a
We
deeper
need...
level of connection
Wait.
with the elements.
Actually, I don't know what Hydro Traveler's ult is. I've never used Hydro Traveler. Was that Hydro Traveler's ult? Or was that like a new buffed up ability? Well, has it been this
Long
time?
enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good
He's
sign.
sunlit. Yeah, we just need it. Just like paint. Oh, like, oh, in your wallpaper, we'll just have it like, it'll just be like a desert with cactuses. There'll be like scorpions painted on the bottom. Just remind you of home.
Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
Like what oh, well, Chris, we'll have like a tumbleweed. Yeah, I kinda wanna make that, I kinda wanna 3D model that now. Somni's room. Reminds Somni's home away from home. I feel like everything feels like it's fire. If you want the desert experience, turn the other on. Oh, that's what you meant by fire season. It just feels like you're on fire. Did you bring me here? Who are you? I'm waiting for it to go. Me. I just picture you taking a space tumbleweed. Oh god, what would space tumbleweed look like? Oh, I don't know if you have you guys like seen, like I've read like articles how like, I don't know if it's in Arizona, but somewhere in like the general part of the country, there's like entire towns that are just overtaken by tumbleweed, because apparently tumbleweed is an invasive species, which I had no idea about. Like, apparently at some places, like, the tumbleweed is out of control, and you see, like, just huge piles of tumbleweed, like, almost, like, covering buildings in some, like, these little towns. Like, that's insane.
It is fear. The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn.
Oh, fire is the one the wildfires start burning and you can't see the sky for a month because of the smoke. Ah, yes, that's the Pacific Northwest experience.
Humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome.
I believe that some words actually come from something.
It is in the process
Really?
of over our
I have
fears
not heard that.
we surpass
That's
the first
hard to
ourselves,
believe.
and then the rest of the
Like, cause like, why would a plant that's like grows in Siberia be thriving in frickin' Arizona?
That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
Serologi sounds way more normal than I would expect. Like, I was like, I've always been imagining he'd be like this super deep voice. He'd have like a reverb and echo, and like, you know, he's like sound like a demon lord. He just sounds like it's dude. Like, I'm shocked actually by how normal it sounds.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
Like, I could believe if you told me this was like a VTuber voicing their lore video, I would believe it. Like, that's how normal this sounds.
Master, I can barely lift this sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet.
Then
Pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone.
Okay, see, that would sound way more intimidating if his voice was, you know, different.
After all, bones can
What
always
could
be
I s-
reset.
They're symbolic, Somni. I guess now we know how Skirk lost her limbs. He just trained them until they fell off. Damn.
Good Skirk. Once again.
At least she had a big
survived.
childhood for a little
How
bit.
do you feel?
cold and pain.
Last time I got there, we can't have Gaucho without depression. What? You didn't feel that way when her like parents got murdered?
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated.
I'm not gonna lie, I kinda hope they find a new voice actor for Sotologi. This is not doing it for me. Like, I'm sure he's doing his best. No shade, but like I'm sure he can even voice a different character perfectly fine, but this is not doing it for me.
But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength.
It also,
Your mind is right.
man, I just kind of feels like he's reading the lines.
From now on, I
It doesn't
shall
really
show
feel like
no
he's like
mercy in your training.
acting it.
You must
Like
learn to shut out
this is like
all pointless
unusually
emotions.
bad
Crush
voice acting for
the self
Genshin, I
that
feel.
makes you weak and become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh. And mend what is
Your
broken.
flesh.
Then take
What was that?
up your sword.
Is this guy's is this his first pull?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but like this is just not doing it for me. Well, when he becomes like well, a more like prominent character, I hope he sounds different. I have so many questions about Skirk's past. Where did she come from? What has she been through?
Hopefully you got some good rest.
Bro's narrating one of those quantum consciousness YouTube shorts. What? What are you talking about, Tommy? Quantum consciousness?
Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the
I
final stage
have
of your
not seen
training
this
whenever
particular
you
brain
want.
rot.
So, wanna head over now? Or did you wanna wait a little?
I really want answers, but right now it's vital I complete my training. Once that's done, I'll find a chance to talk to her. Daddy, it sounds like he'd be narrating some weird new age quackery YouTube short with crappy AI image. Okay. Like he just sounds like, that's what I'm talking about. He just sounds like a dude, like talking. He sounds like a dude trying to sound dramatic, as opposed to someone who just sounds dramatic and have it like be natural. Like I wonder if they got like this is like another new like someone who's new to voice acting. Cause obviously Hollyoverse sometimes hire people new to voice acting and sometimes they work great. And I guess sometimes they sound like this.
Training so far, you have gained better command of the sword and more control over your elemental abilities. That's
Thank
only
you.
part of it. Experience is the real teacher.
You remember
Your
watching a New
journey,
Age thing when you were
the
younger? It
friends
was
you have
animated
made,
done with some fantasy setting.
dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could.
Okay, well, what was that thing you sent me earlier? It's just like the people saying that like the aliens have declared that World War III will not happen.
Now, it's time to
It's
focus
like
on how you react
the
to
bunny
pressure.
aliens
You
from
must be able
I don't
to
know
think rationally,
the
even
Zologi
in
4 or
unpredictable
whatever.
combat situations.
Was
To
that
simulate this,
ironic or
I'm
was
going
that
to attack,
it's
and
like
you're going
real?
to block. Ready?
Oh, okay. Yes, give me your worst.
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable, just like your brother. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to him, do you?
There's some guy watching this cutscene right now who's like really into like Hema and medieval LARPing. He's like, that sword stance is terrible. I mean, God is completely open here, here, and here.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
Come on, she literally just explained that you have to be ready under any
You think
circumstance.
Every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to
That's
tell the tale.
unfortunately not
The dead
ironic.
don't
By
get
the
to
bunny
complain.
aliens hot. You might find them hot, Cole.
Strong emotions
I did
will
not.
always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true
Well, he did
warrior
burn a lot of
is
bridges with
never
all
at
the
their whim.
good DAs.
Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice,
I know
no matter the
like
situation.
some of them are the. I actually feel like surprisingly a lot more VAs seems to be very happy to go back to voicing their characters again, or at least like enthusiastic. Like, cause as soon as the strike ended, there was like this whole wave of voice actors announcing, "Oh, hey, I can finally I'm proud to announce that I am the voice of this character that has been in the game for months and months, but like we weren't allowed to announce it because of the strike." And then like, there's also like, I know like Skirk's VA is like very excited about, cause she's on Twitter and she's been posting a lot about it. Like it's just so it feels to me at least from my not at all like deeply knowledgeable, like I obviously I don't have any personal connection to VAs, but it's my impression like a surprisingly large amount of them seem to be like very happy to be able to get back to work.
How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me.
What did she say? Oh, alright. Wait. Well, that's
But
why
you
she's a nice queen.
You can choose your own path. We are not the same. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment.
You think somewhere a green man felt a
This
disturbance
is
in
your
the first
final
hall?
training session. Look alive.
I
Same drill as before, but this time
genuinely
I'm
do
going
not
to
know who you
intervene.
might be talking about.
Hold your focus.
Oh, okay.
Water jet!
If ice cream my heart, ice. Also, I should of course mention that all the voice actors that were like made posts like that were of course not the ones who were speaking out about the strike earlier. They were all the ones like hadn't really been saying anything, which was, well, not all of them, just like, oh, you get the idea, I think. Icy hot. Are those still a thing? I remember the commercials. Icy hot patch. I still recommend them to people sometimes. it would be sad if like they're not actually a thing anymore.
Water jet!
Not bad. Better than I expected.
A lot of girl VTubers get muscle pains. Icy hots are excellent. Okay, that's good to hear, Somni. Also has your
The first step
thumbs
to
up of
controlling your
approval.
emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
Focus on the battle. I think it's working. I can choose to tune out anything that isn't relevant to the battle, but I think I'm still pretty far from having full control over my emotions. Yeah, not a lot of people can say that.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Come to think of it, Genshin doesn't have that many male voice actors, does it? They're definitely primarily hiring from the female persuasion. Skirk went through this kind of training too, didn't she? How merciless does the training have to be to make someone substitute all emotion for pure reason?
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell you.
I mean, in my experience, mercilessness is not what makes people irrational.
Concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities.
Fun fact, by the way, this limit is about 45 minutes, generally speaking. Like, there's studies showing that if you concentrate on one thing for longer than 45 minutes, your ability to, like, actually, like, learn and, like, maintain focus on that thing starts deteriorating rapidly. Pain, exhaustion, frustration, doubt, but exhaustion is the main one. I feel like I could fall asleep on the spot. Is Kirk Somni. I saw that. What was that? Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. You deleted it and then is that a different typo from last time, or is it the same typo?
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet.
What's that a quote
Like I said
from?
at the beginning,
Oh, hi,
the
Hatsudashi.
only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
You can't hear it, but I'm clapping. Except My favorite girl fails.
Warriors will train day and night to perfect their skills. But when the battle comes, their fate may be
Epic
decided
the
in a
musical.
matter of minutes.
Oh.
One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and just like that.
I'm not sure
all
what the
their blood,
context for that
sweat,
is,
and
but it
tears will
sounds
for
like
nothing.
something that could be
You
very
need to push
profound.
yourself
At
to
least the quote
perfection,
goes hard.
or you might not even live to regret it.
Oh, speaking of which, that reminds me, there was the last line of Skirk's trailer went really hard. It was like, when darkness descends, I will slit its throat. Obviously, she said it much better than I did because, like, you know, voice acting. Like, that was all, I heard that, I was like, oh, okay, that goes hard. Kinda cringe. Bad Cole. That is not cringe at all. That is good ass line. Like, it gets her personality across perfectly. Also, Audire about earlier, you don't surprised don't remember the on-screen argument from 4 days ago. About what? The Union? I don't think we argued about the Union on stream. Looks like I'm back in Skirk's inner world. I don't see that strange creature this time. I think I can navigate the space on my own now, even without it here to guide me. I don't know how to leave, so I'm stuck here until I wake up. Can't hurt to take a look around while I wait. I don't think we really argued about the VAs. Like, I know we talked about Genshin, like, I was just in the generally about gacha games. And like, I was saying, like, Leo, someone who plays Fate Grand Order should not be complaining about someone who plays Genshin. That was all I was saying.
She got hurt though, didn't she? I
Oh,
heard
right
it
now,
was
that was what he
pretty
wanted,
bad.
but after, yeah. Okay. Yeah, think about what he's talking about on his stream, not
The
mine.
moment she was on the mend, she got right
How can I
back
not
to
know my powers
practicing
too?
her
I'm the
sword
one who
work.
built it. Was probably your favorite loading epic the musical.
I heard Master suffered a grave injury once
Oh,
too.
I might have to watch it sometime.
A leg and still came back
I'm not
stronger than ever.
normally,
Skirk's becoming more
I don't
like him
normally
by the
watch
day.
musicals though. But
Incredible.
if
I wonder
multiple
if I'll ever reach
friends
their
are saying
level.
it's great,
They're all
I might
so
have to.
resolute, so unshakable.
It's based on the Odyssey, isn't it? What if we had a period drama watch that is Epic the musical a period drama? I don't think
You're
it
not even
is.
trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
This must be a memory from when that she was very young.
Do you even remember how many of us
Oh no, okay, no. This is like a memory of a memory or something.
You alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed
You
on
met in
your
general?
blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Like what kind of period drama are you thinking about, Tommy?
I have so
Based on the
many
Odyssey. Oh, I see.
questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then I can do anything.
Okay, so she is from like a futuristic society.
You must bid farewell to who you
Finally,
were in
the
the
Star Rail
past
crossover.
and become someone stronger.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
I wonder if those I wonder if those soldiers were from the IPC. Gotta wonder. Based on Odysseus' Odyssey. like, when you say the Odyssey, there is only one Odyssey. Like, technically, Odyssey means that, yeah, like, people refer to lots of things, but like, when you say the Odyssey, that's what you don't need to specify. Like the ones that you said that one of this guy's helmet in the scene up. Oh. Like the old Chinese period dramas?
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity.
Oh dang, it's Alice.
People you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead?
Oh, wait. Wait, is Alice in on the conspiracy? She doesn't want people to know about the fake sky and the world beyond the stars.
Venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss.
Everyone knows you mean the iconic Honda minivan.
The dark unknown.
Oh, hi Rika, welcome aboard. Good to see you here today. Glad you could stop by.
Well,
is it a stage musical?
Planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Oh, I was under the... I thought it was like a movie or something.
That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea.
By the I don't know if anyone's... Actually, I saw a leaked version of Alice's design. I don't know if it's real, but it basically just looked like grown-up Klee and in a witch outfit. Like a red witch. And I was like, I kind of hope that's not the real design, because I expected Alice to look like much flashier. Like, Alice has been built up way too much for her to look like, I don't know, like Red Mona. Like someone crossed Klee and Mona. It's a kind of animated musical movie on YouTube. Oh, so it's a YouTube movie. Okay, that's why I've like never heard of it. Come to think of it, this is like the second time Somni suggested like a YouTube original. The other one was that, I already forgot the name, but it was the one with all the songs. Alien Stage? Each of us slightly can... Oh, that's why. Okay, so it is like Alien Stage. That's why Somni has been watching. Okay, everything makes sense now. Oh my god, Paimon can cook? Also, where did this fish... Is this abyssal fish? Are we eating abyssal fish? Is this freaking poisonous?
Of course you are! That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in!
What? Oh, so Alien Stage was, this... It's, I guess it's like a series of music videos that tell a story. Basically, I'm talking about the genre of a series of music videos that tell a story, have like plot and characters. That's this genre of thing that I guess both Alien Stage and Epic the Musical fall into. I don't also... Oh my god, like... It's been like 6 years. Paimon has never cooked. Like, as far as I remember, Paimon has never cooked before. Not for us, definitely. Like, I didn't know she could cook. I think Paimon has been replaced by a skinwalker. She's nice. She sounds different. She can cook now. This is insane. Did she catch the fish on her own? Where did she get the fish? Has she been fishing? She's been fishing and she made freaking kebabs. Icy kebabs. This is not our Paimon. This is someone else's Paimon. This is... Our Paimon has been replaced by an imposter. And I like the imposter more.
Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's
Putting fish over a fire is horribly pretty. She's never even done that before.
So,
Paimon has never done any kind of work whatsoever.
Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
Paimon has never even so much as cleaned the table. Do we know what the next manner active character? I forget her name, but it's a robot girl. It's like a robot girl, and her ult is like, she makes like a giant fist, and like rocket punches. And she's Electro. That's but we do know who it is. I don't remember her name, but yes. Technically, Epic is not intended to be animatics because the concept album for what will someday hopefully be a full-fledged thing. Oh, interesting. And so they're like releasing the music first as a way to promote it.
Wake her up when it's time to go.
That's a cool idea. I have not the slightest idea how you would otherwise get a stage play funded. I have no idea who is out there going like, all right, just let's make this. I know there's like Hollywood as producers and stuff. I don't know who's out there producing stage plays.
Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents.
You know where the fake one is better than the genuine article.
Second,
oh my god, imagine imagine like a D&D game where like one of the party members or like an NPC gets like replaced by an imposter, and then like the DM like dramatically reveals actually you've been replaced by an imposter long ago, and all the players are just like, yeah, we knew, we just like the new one better. They were way less annoying than the old guy.
When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left.
Yo, this is tangentially related, but did you see Matt Pat come to Apollo this? Yeah, I saw something about, I mean, I've never watched anything from Matt Pat, but going off what people have said, he seems like a smart guy. Hopefully he can, I don't know what you would really do politically that's content creator related. I assume it would be like, I imagine like the #1 priority would be like reforming the copyright system. Like that seems by far the most pressing political issue that would be relevant to content creators.
You and I may never meet again, Traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of
What
your
was the thing that Zombie knew about that you were like elements of... It's called Alien Stage. It's like a series of animatics and music videos with music. I guess it's like a drama where aliens conquer Earth and then like they kidnap people to do like music competitions where and do like a music tournament where the loser dies. You're gonna be advising on tech issues, I believe. What does that mean, though? Are you really from Taylat?
Not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I think I saw your memories. I feel like this traveler line is supposed to be voiced. I saw her mouth moving, which doesn't normally happen with the unvoiced lines. This is the first time I've seen Skirk break her composure. I guess this really took her by surprise.
Possible side effect.
You thought legal issues would also what he's gonna assist with? Yeah, I don't know how or what he could contribute. He's not a lawyer. I don't know what he'd be contributing there. But the old people in government will have someone who actually knows about the internet and AI helping them. Oh, someone will, I guess. I don't know how much help it's gonna be.
Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
So Script didn't share those memories with me on purpose, and in fact she tried her best to keep them from me. Like, I don't exactly know what MatPat's gonna be doing in government, to be honest, but I hope hopefully he can do something helpful. Like, speaking of endless darkness, on my first time there, that was all I saw until that strange creature appeared.
Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control.
There's actually a thing Matt said he wants to change and have people who are more in the know of tech stuff. He did mention copyright laws specifically and that are supporting content creators.
Since you've seen what you've seen,
I mean, I don't
there's no reason to
know
hide the
that
truth.
content creators
All I
need
ask is that you
government
keep it
assistance. Like, that is not what is it? But
No,
it
I'm
is
not from Tibet.
good that he is initiating the
planet.
content creator lobby
There was a time when I journeyed
to
through the
help
stars.
reform the copyright laws.
Lot
That's
like you
definitely
in some
something that
ways.
would helpful. It would definitely be good for copyright laws to get an update for, 2025 instead of like the 1800s. Like me, do you mean you're
No.
also a descender?
We're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through. Several hundred years ago, my master,
Like, I don't-
Soroji, opened
Like, I
the
don't know
border
what
between
supporting
worlds
content
and
creators
sent me here.
means from a government. Just like putting out or giving tax breaks to streamers and YouTubers.
But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
As in more forcing companies to have specific laws not too vague and for them to be reasonable.
To become stronger.
I
For
mean,
certain
I
reasons,
don't know
need to
how you
bridge the
enforce
power
that
gap between
from
me
a
and my
legal
master
perspective.
as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere
Also,
along
Skirk
the
is
way,
another worlder like the
I'll
Traveler.
find out how to
I mean, yeah,
defeat him. That is my sole focus and
I kind of
purpose.
said that as soon as we saw the first memory. I said she was from space.
You
Skirk's goal is to defeat the foul. I can hear how serious this is for her. I wonder what those certain reasons could be. Probably because the foul was a giant asshole to her. Given how quickly she blazed through that answer, I doubt she wants to talk about it. I had one question left. What should I ask?
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Maybe I should take this opportunity to get Child some answers.
Your last question?
You know Child is looking for you, right? Are you gonna let him see you?
Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set.
Honestly, down either, but honestly, he's far more knowledgeable than you in such matters.
So, during your training, all I had to do was build
I
upon that
guess.
foundation.
I don't know.
But Ajax was so young when he came to me.
Generally speaking, the
Complete blank canvas.
political savviness of gaming YouTubers has generally speaking not impressed me.
Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right,
But you never
will
know.
allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
That was a calm and calculated answer. It's like she was talking about something entirely mundane. I don't know why, but I'm not buying it. I mean, either way, I guess he's gonna find out what it's like to work in Washington from a personal, first-hand experience. The abyss is completely silent. This domain must get lonely after a while. Not to mention, she said it's been hundreds of years since she arrived in Tibet. Even longer than that to account for how slowly time passes in here.
Unlike you, I have no
Oh, she's
desire
way
to
more than a
establish
granny. She's
connection
like...
with the world.
Oh, she's
And
freaking
they have
ancient.
no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
And all that time, she never established a connection with this world. Was it really just because she looks down on the weak? I doubt she'd give me a straight answer if I asked, because I already used up my 3 questions. She was happy to give me cold, hard facts, but I still feel like I haven't heard her true voice.
It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you, best keep it a secret from her as well.
Do you think Mount can make a difference? He's a genuinely smart and good-natured dude.
Oh, finally.
I don't... like, I'm not doubting that necessarily, but... you need more than that to achieve anything in federal politics.
It will take us to where he's hiding.
There is a reason why, there are not very many people, politicians who are not corrupt. Not even here? Really? Oh? I don't know.
Wait. This is near the chasm, right?
You wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt when he was like, okay, I'll try to do better, and just got worse.
Yes. If we enter from here,
oh, he's in the chasm.
You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
That's one of the classic cases of not necessarily evil or a bad person, but easily influenced and hard to fix his problems. You are more charitable than I am, Hatamashi.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety. Oh,
Which is true, Paimon.
That means you need to stay safe, traveler.
Alright. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Like, the people who tend to fall into that type of, political grifting all have, like, a fundamental I don't give a fuck about other people-ness to them as, like, just a base part of their personality, and, like, I felt that about Asmongold even before is... like... you can tell, I feel like you can tell just from personality, like, when YouTubers go grift mode, what kind of grifter they'll become. And there are certain personality traits that will make people fall in, they'll just naturally fall into certain forms of grift. Oh, I just realized there's a trial skirk here. Also, her ult is so freaking cool. I don't know how to play her. But I probably should since I, like, own her. I think there's like a... I know, okay, so I know she has like an on-field attack. Wait. Okay. I wanted to see if, like, Hydro Traveler had actually gotten stronger. It doesn't, I mean, the effect looks the same. I don't know if, like, the stats are up or anything. Alright, the training. Paimon floats behind us and we like dodge out of the way at exactly the moment that just makes Paimon get hit. It's happened to me in League a few times, where like I'm hiding behind the tank and the tank goes to dodge a skill shot and then just, you know, I get hit instead. And of course it's way worse because I'm always playing a squishy character.
Let's press on.
Oh, she flies. When her skill is active, she like floats. I wonder if she can float across water. Oh, and she gets a tail. That's like a little fish tail.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place?
They don't really care about Asmon's politics. You thought him Grody. What does Grody mean? Like, I can... From the fact that you're describing him as Grody, I can, like, guess, like, what it means, but, like, what does it mean? Oh, he turns into eggs. Oh, yeah. It's like dual blades. There's an ally dodges a pull only for you. Exactly! But you're a tank. Just fucking eat the hook for me. Nothing exact. I know it's nearby.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more
Like, who else? I mean, he's definitely... I think everyone agrees that he's gross. Like, just obvious, like... That's like his whole... I think he, like, deliberately plays it up.
Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle.
Like, definitely... I mean, not to say, like, it's fake. Definitely, like, natural, but, like, it's part of his brand, and, like, I don't think he, like... He intentionally does not want to change... To ever clean up. Because he knows it's part of his brand. Oh. Gate of Babylon? Ah, yes, that's the Gate of Babylon.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Okay, so she can just flat out fly. And she's got that, like, rear end style instant shield. Uh oh. That's not good. Oh! Oh! Traveler just used the force. What be that? Was cool looking.
There.
What if that come up in your dozens of novels? Well, I don't think Grody's a real world. At a real word. I'm pretty sure it's like internet. It's an internet slang thing.
What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
Let's look it up. Brody. US slang, disgusting, revolting, yeah. Okay, not necessarily internet slang.
In the Gwali Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now,
okay, so it's just old.
It's not just the fact
old
that your
slang.
strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power. Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
Does that mean we can steal her power too? No. So you were his real target.
Couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this. In any case,
I like to use that term in every world.
Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost. I'll cope. Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions.
Wait.
How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
I do not remember what the narwhal's horn looks like.
You acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land.
I thought some fan art and his fans were depicted as cockroaches.
That will proves you
If Asmongold were a VTuber, his like fan name is just roaches. He has like a little roach mascot. It's his fans.
You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
The Foul? Who dares call him foul?
What's wrong?
He doesn't sound
Bit
like...
off more power than you can chew. You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
He doesn't sound like he likes him very much.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
Oh? Oh, no, just more blades. I thought we were about to see his real form.
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit.
What should we do now?
And use reason to decide the best course of action.
Skirk was stabbed by one of the spikes while retrieving the fragment of my soul, and in the process some of her power was stolen. The culprit is signing somewhere beyond the fog, and I didn't understand the attack pattern from the fight just now. We pursued him, our chances of winning are high. But Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, I can't guarantee her or Paimon's safety. It's a hard decision to make, but we should get out of here.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Oh no! Ow, ow. Jesus. Okay.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor.
Oh, this actually reminds me a lot of a Genshin mechanic. Oh, ow. Specifically, this really reminds me of oh, I forget the name of the husk. Oh, I forget the name of the boss in Genshin Impact, but like, oh no, frick, oh fuck! I like almost clutched it and climbing back, but then the freaking Nidochurls just pushed me off. Oh my god.
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place.
Oh, that was pain.
Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
The all-devouring narwhal, with its power, he managed to steal from you, of all people.
I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah, when we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities.
That means nice to get confirmation of that.
That worked.
Because we kind of knew that from like the description of its boss drops, but those always seemed a little more flowery, but it's just confirmed that yeah, that thing eats planets.
Has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago.
Flashbacks to the whale in V0? Oh yeah, I think this one's a lot worse.
Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for.
Oh, also something, and I'm sorry to hear that you didn't get the job you wanted.
To an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
Does this explain why playable Skirk is weaker?
Monster finds you before you're all better! Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door.
I mean, both have a horn, both fly and eat stuff.
So, sticking
There's always the option of moving in with Audire. True. I'll paint your walls with cactuses and like brown dirt and tumbleweeds and scorpions and tarantulas and rattlesnakes. It's not a little pity.
Fair enough. Then take this.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh, so this is okay, so this explains why she's playable.
Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where?
Oh wow. Skirk is shorter than I expected.
Around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baishu said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he?
Oh,
Let's
she
head there.
I thought she would be the adult height. She's actually the young adult height. That's unexpected. I did think her proportions looked a little off. She looks taller in her splash art. Like that's weird. Like that feels weird to me. Like she feels significantly taller in her splash art. Like she looks like an adult woman in her splash art. Splash art. Oh wait, actually just freaking teleport. What am I doing? Well, but when you ask... Tommy, you've never asked me about that. What are you talking about?
Rev the engines!
I can paint your room with, what would you want it? SpongeBob? It's probably like an existing house. They're like the little kid. Those walls are already painted with SpongeBob. They're like, oh!
Wait, no.
That's Tommy's room.
We saw at Wami restaurant. That seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like, I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Everyone? Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
Like, what are you talking about, Paimon? We get Mora from the ley lines, like, every day.
A sonorous voice like
Is that supposed to be embedding? Yeah, it's Somni's natural habitat. It reminds her of home.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
Paimon's whispering needs some work.
Sorry, Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, Paimon Love. Yeah, she's a piece of work.
Oh my god!
Always impersonating
It's
Paimon's
canon!
weird nicknames.
It's canon! The Paimon look-alike! The Paimon doppelganger!
Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start, but things are different now.
It's canon! Paimon's been replaced!
What do you say?
Ugh. I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
Oh my, only one bed.
Tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
just leave? Whatever.
Not tired of, not never getting tired and never getting lost. Those do sound pretty good.
Let's get some sleep, traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Skirk is stubborn, even if I tried to convince her to take it easy. I doubt she'd listen. Paimon is right. Skirk will stop and take a break once he gets tired, I hope. I should just get some sleep. Lady, there's two in this bed. Are you suggesting something scandalous, Tommy? But she's acting like she's just getting stabbed in the shoulder. Huh, something seems off with her though.
Quiet.
Who's she talking to? There's no one around. Unless, oh, it's her memories. She's schizophrenic. Oh yeah, we saw this before.
How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk. Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Right, in that dream I witnessed, Skirk was chanting alone, but there were disembodied voices talking to her. Oh no, it's her schizophrenia. What a mention of fire, I wonder what happened exactly. No, she could just talk to us.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best.
Her schizophrenia. Yeah, you tried.
Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
Dude, her legs are so freaking pretty.
About
We can't remember her strength
60%.
yet.
Maybe 70.
Whew! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short.
Maybe it's because of the spike that stabbed you.
I think the problem's with me.
You should go to bed sooner than 1:30, Timothy. Yeah, you should.
I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime then.
Thanks.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to wait 2 in-game days. Oh, okay, no, we're just time skipping. Usually in bed by then, it's a matter of where your brain lets you sleep. Your brain will let you sleep at your normal sleeping time, Tommy.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already.
If you're used to going back to still falling asleep at 1:30, you will fall asleep at 1:30. No idea, maybe it's not going too well.
Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
Skirk was so serene, like almost like she really is asleep. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh? Oh, wait. You again, what are you doing here? This is definitely a memo split. Also, I think you were right, I should have stopped earlier. It seems like we're not gonna be able to stop again for a while. Having this with trees and a strange river flowing from the horizon all the way here, it is all broken up several times along in a waterfall at each breakpoint. When those are inspection, the color of the water is changing. The closer it gets to the lower portion, the darker it becomes, almost as if it's being corroded by the abyss. Did you bring me here? Then that must mean this is... Oh, it talks!
As the threshold between the soul and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then.
It's so better than even say just many.
First time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this, right? Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place?
Damaged. Looks a little post-apocalyptic.
Represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past, when all she sees reflected.
And who are you, who knows Skirk so well?
She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason.
Do you think Melia will one day make a massive crossover again to tie all of these loose? They might be the same universe as together. Oh, they're definitely in the same universe. Like Genshin Honkai. Genshin is part of the Honkai multiverse, for sure.
You must learn
like, I doubt we'll see like an explicit
crush the self
crossover.
That makes you weak and become master over your physical form.
But like they're definitely part of the same universe.
When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
I see, so instead of Logi, he taught Skirk to replace all emotion with reason. This is then been a constant process of abandoning, refuting, and erasing her past self. I suppose that's the secret up to her strength. It's such a bad thing to think about. What has she been through? Why does it have to be this way?
History invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
Oh, can I leave? No, I feel like I shouldn't. Yeah, we'll get through this part and then we'll end. Fortunately, tomorrow is a holiday, so I can have no problem going late. Sparkle and Sample crossing over to Impactl a bit from into. Yep, that happened. Wait, isn't that the picture I drew for Paimon? Why is it showing up in Skirk's memories?
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet, like meteors. You both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away. Indifferent as ever.
Why? As I think about it, it's not surprising at all after what happened at Wanming Restaurant. It's obvious she prefers to disappear from other people's lives. Doesn't seem child in years either. I doubt she's ever made a connection with this world of her own volition. What I'm seeing now is a microcosm of her entire life.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser.
Wait, is this like her childhood? Is this like her child... inner child?
The reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
Yeah, it sounds very similar.
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends.
Wow. He actually telling her to make friends. He did not do a good job of that.
From the shattered remnants of your past. We will still have contact through the abyss, But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
Wait a minute. He looks awfully like the dude you fight inside the narwhal.
Why would you do that?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear so deep it can be
I guess. I mean, we still don't know who that guy is, but it explains a little bit.
Beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus, pain dampens over time. And the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood. Or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
Okay, with the voice effect applied, he does sound a little better. Like, the less human he sounds, the better. I figured negative skirt looks familiar. Right, I saw the same figure during the battle against the all-devouring narwhal. Oh, okay, so it is just him. Okay, so even Lumion pointed out at one point in time, so he can change form.
As a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him. He could
A higher being.
a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
Oh, so he's... Oh, okay, so he just fly through space.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
So that's what she meant, but I still don't understand why Sir Loki would do that. From what she said, I didn't pick up a conflict between them.
A little secret. The real Certology is terrifying.
I mean, is... one day I will destroy your life and everything you love not enough to cause a conflict?
Impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things.
Yeah, that's why I thought his voice would be, you know, a little deeper.
Keep going. Let's see. We're about halfway there.
Oh, baby Skirk. She still has her arms and legs.
This is Skirk, when she first began training under Certology.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
They're cooked in a sword.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I every so-called genius.
Okay, he's just... I desire a worthy opponent.
So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary.
It's a Dark Souls bonfire. You do be looking like a Dark Souls boss.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, The cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master. From that day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue.
Yeah, this is definitely the strange creature's voice is definitely the same voice. It just adds like a filter over it.
Control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today.
So, Loki saved Skirk from a disaster when she was a child and never even tried to hide his ulterior motive. I suppose that leaves one final mystery. What really happened with the disaster back then? Loki's final words to Skirk were cold and cruel, but Skirk's reaction made it seem like it was a truth she knew all too well. The feeling it all comes back to what happened then.
I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
Yeah, because I gotta end stream. At least the fellow was honest. I'm sure he'd say something like, lies are for the weak. The strong have no need to lie. Something like that.
These are Skirk's.
Oh my god, she looks so happy.
What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky.
Oh my god, she's adorable.
Light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child. Always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea. The secrets beyond the stars. And that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes.
Oh, is it the fucking IPC?
That was the beginning of the end. It was
You guys see some familiar looking uniforms?
people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality. No one had it.
Well, I guess the IPC wouldn't introduce themselves as being from a neighboring planet.
Months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless.
Why would the IPC be hunting savages? They'd rather put them into that. I mean, the IPC is a very big company. There's lots of groups that would handle things in different ways.
Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved.
Yeah, Aventuring's home planet. Yeah, like they done the same. They did the same to Aventuring's home planet, basically.
The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running until an unexpected figure crossed her path. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot.
Oh, he actually showed up there.
With no answer as to why any of this was happening.
So why did those people destroy her homeland?
She and her people were seen as a threat. As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source.
Oh, is that why she can survive in the abyss?
The outsiders viewed them as a potential threat, and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called.
Oh my god, this reminds me of something, but it would take way too freaking long to explain, and none of you would understand it.
Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had.
Oh my god, it would be so funny if you didn't know though. It's like, no. That would ruin a joke that you have to explain completely. This is not funny. It's just not gonna be funny.
If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped.
You wish to... Oh, let me see if I can find the video. It's... I probably can't. This is probably way too obscure. Yeah, no, this is way too obscure. I can't find it.
No one wants to relive their most painful moments.
No, I'd say it. You can still tell the joke. No, I'm not gonna say it.
The end of the story. This is as far as we can go. Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
So there was this community that had this, I guess, incident where, like, they were describing how, like, interactions with, like, a potential, you know, alien civilization, and, like, a lot of people just wanted to wipe them out because they might become a threat. And they eventually made this, like, meme video where it was just, like, one person explaining, like, the one person would just, like, keep insisting on wanting to wipe them out because they might become a threat, and the other was just explaining, like, just coming up with an infinite number of reasons of why they're not a threat. Like, they have shown no signs of being a threat, they have only been, you know, welcoming and generous, and the other person just keeps going, they might become a threat. Yeah, it's very, like I said, it's not funny when explained. Helldivers, not even Helldivers, like, even Helldivers aren't that insane. But yeah, like I told you guys, it was not gonna be funny.
So all this, just so you could bring her here?
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness.
Speaking of Helldivers, now we're getting bug human hybrids. I don't think so.
And she is the best choice in this moment.
You must be.
Self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, They are a part of me now.
Ah, okay.
You used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Oof.
Even so,
But accurate.
mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses, emotions like kindness and empathy, and what
If I could have found the video and showed it, like, it may have been, like, a little bit funny.
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom.
But, like, the joke I was gonna make was, like, oh, VR, insert name of that community.
I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those.
She's nihilistic. She's not nihilistic. She's not saying, like, everything is meaningless. She's just saying the universe isn't gonna care about your feelings. She's just being pragmatic.
Of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those.
Like, she's not nothing, though. Nothing matters. It's like only strength matters.
Think back and let
Like, she very clearly cares about strength.
a brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
Why should you care about the universe thinks? Because the universe cares about you.
That isn't
Like, whether or not you care about it. It's like what I like to think about politics. You may not care about politics. Politics cares about you.
Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough.
This is a pretty scary image.
I should seek help from a weak little thing like you.
Dude, what if we get like a huge dramatic scene where like all the islands reunite and the river flows again? Your emotional self isn't weak. The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come and face you, that proves it.
I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion.
Wait, is the Traveler's VA getting replaced? No. I believe both VAs for the Traveler, male and female, have said they're excited to be back, but just due to scheduling things, they weren't back in time for 5.7.
Right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be.
What does that face mean here in this context, Tommy?
To the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
I'm tired of it. I mean, the game should be going back to being fully voiced.
I wouldn't be haunted by
I hope within at least another couple patches.
Wouldn't have to go on like this.
I mean, they might have
Your dad and I, we're not
a
afraid to
couple
stare death
more
in the face,
VAs that might need to be replaced. I think in particular, like, the ones that, like, ganged up on Kanisha's VA, those, like, that small group, like, I think it's like 3 or 4 people seem to be, like, the core troublemakers for them that they want, they intend on replacing. Because they did also replace Ketching's VA, and I know she's one of the problematic, she was one of the people involved in that. And of course, like, there's Paimon's VA, so Ketching and Paimon, and I forget who the others were. I'm glad Hu Tao's VA is coming back, though.
I remember.
Because I remember some... I think it was Hu Tao's VA. I actually remember... She actually, like, released a video that was, like, plausibly, deniably, basically, like, calling out Paimon's VA, or kind of being an asshat.
Dancing water, sand.
Which is another, goes back to what I was talking about, like, I don't think, I feel like the majority of the VAs were not actually, like, supportive of the striking of Hoyoverse specifically. Like, maybe the industry strike? I don't know about, but a lot of them just seem like they wanted to get back to work.
I am not the dancing
voicing their
water,
characters.
and you are not the burdensome sand. But
that's my impression, but in any case,
I will carry you with me until the end.
I mean, it's not like we're gonna be able to, like, have a survey to determine the truth, so, like, subjective impressions like this are the best that anyone's gonna get. But it really does feel to me like it was just a minority of the VAs who were very outspoken about the strike, and everybody else was just kind of like going along with it, mostly due to, like, peer pressure and fear of reprisal. That's the way I understand the situation.
Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you? Skirk, did you become a positive light in this
This is that song she was singing earlier. Oh damn, scary. Wait a minute. Oh my god. That... Oh my god. The scene reminds me way too much of another one.
Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Now I'm thinking again that Abyss is really just quantum. Like, I think Light Realm is imaginary and Dark Realm is / Abyss is quantum. Now I'm thinking it again. Like, maybe it's a coincidence they're just reusing the same imagery again, but... And yes, she does look really pretty. Okay, so the lightning did not reunite, but the river just flowed through the air. That's cool. That was a cool idea. Oh my god, that looks fucking gorgeous. Holy hell.
I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive.
That is a true strength.
After hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land, but That means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sertologi, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
Sounds like you have your work cut out for you.
Yes. And not just because
Hey, bro, I don't even... Oh, man.
But also because...
This doesn't even sound... Like, Sertologi doesn't even sound like... He's like a boss. Gonna be a boss in this game. He sounds like way... He sounds like something for Genshin 2. He sounds like a sequel hook kind of character. Like, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to fight him in this game.
Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him. I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer into that.
At least he's an honorable man.
Every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions.
Okay, that does confirm one thing that supports the theory. The Abyss is not specific to Teyvat. The Abyss extends beyond just Teyvat.
Every time I
so it's like it's a universal thing, which helps supports the idea that he is.
Me and tear down everything I've
also,
built to pieces.
That's literally the fucking quantum symbol. Like, come on, it's gotta be.
Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life.
Wouldn't it cutscene like that one fire dude in Star?
I don't know what Master has planned.
That much, that I doubt. Like the thing with Duke Inferno and the Annihilation gang is like, even before we were introduced to their characters, the thing they were in lore was like, this is the Annihilation gang. They're kind of just like losers that hate everything and want to destroy everything. But even the God of Destruction doesn't give a shit about them.
Help me.
So like I kind of see like they were never being set up as being like all powerful big bads. Because if we both want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place. But, cause like, I know we had that like short arc with Duke Inferno that were in the Annihilation Gang where they were being built up as these bad guys, but the lore we had from them before that was always like, yeah, these guys are in over their heads. Like, they have no clue what they're doing. Also, this place is gorgeous. Oh, I can't go any further. Dude, I want to make a freaking space river now. I'm taking a screenshot. Oh wait, I can use the actual screenshot function here, I think. Wait, can I? How do I access the menu? Can I now access the menu in here? Oh, I think I just have to print screen. Like, I could do it too. Like, this would be relatively easy. Oh, look. Alright. Yeah, I don't see a way to access the screenshot function, so I'll just take the print screen here. And I'll paste that into Microsoft Paint. I'll save it in the reference folder. Alright, now I just have to come up with a lore reason for that to exist. Scarf gazes into the distant sky. There's nothing else to do here. Can I leave? Leave. I feel like that's gonna be the whole quest. I kind of feel like we're not gonna be fighting the dude today.
Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious?
Do I need one? Yeah.
Scared Paimon half to death. You're both okay, right?
What does it look like?
Looks like your strength is
Only water
back.
from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part
You
of
already
who I
have
am.
water flowing through your other scenes. Yeah, but it's not
Okay.
flying space water.
Feels like she's missing some important context. But whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks. Let's dig in.
I do also have like much better looking water now.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
But you will be able to see briefly when my trailer.
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before.
Okay, so we are gonna fight the
Good
boss.
news
Okay, that's gonna
we
have to
no
wait till
reason to pull
Friday.
our punches this time. So, let's go.
Oh wait, should I just? I feel like we're close to the end. I'm gonna try and push through and finish. We're going long today. Do you think you can have a dream three-way with the dream hair? Oh, what the fuck? Genuinely, like, what the fuck are you on about? This subject is so cool too. I wish I knew how to do this. Like, it's like a parallax shader. Oh. This looks like the place. Oh my. Oh wait. Okay.
Wait.
I was about to say.
The all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows?
Oh, this is about this. This is just the boss arena for the all-devouring narwhal.
Paimon, that giant whale, and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
Oh, that's all you're talking about, the freaking dream mirroring. No, because you guys trade dreams. You don't meet each other in your dreams.
Instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his
You cannot, in
appearance.
fact, have a three-way.
It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Oh, okay, that's their excuse for using assets.
Paimon looks, the more intimidating it gets. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal
We finally have a fucking explanation for who that sword guy inside the all-devouring narwhal is. Yay! It took like a whole fucking year, but finally we know. We finally know. I don't know if like you should use Skirk's books first or last, but whatever. Like, I don't use a sword, but if I did fight using a sword, I would want to probably, like, draw inspiration from Skirk animations and VFX. No. Okay, so you only get the animation like when you ult above a certain threshold? I should... The thing is, like, I don't usually read the description for Genshin skills because they're really long and hard to understand. Like, just reading them doesn't really tell you much about, like, what's actually going on, and I feel like reading them actually trying the character out helps a lot more.
Haven't had enough of my power.
Oh. Man, if only we had... Travelers really just cutscene power to the max with the character. Oh. Uh-oh.
Well then.
That was the exact same place that where he stabbed Skirk in the shoulder. Oh. He's like... She's like feeding him more power that's gonna overload him. Are we gonna kill him and not even find out who he is? God, I just fucking love the way Skirk fights. Thank God, travelers, you need to fucking go. Yeah, I commented that earlier, Tommy. Oh!
Well,
Who the F are you?
Have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power. Such keen battle instincts. So, you must be...
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers.
Is Conriam Norse?
This is the first time I've heard your
He got the asshole NPC I love.
Hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed, and I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Had you been friends? Probably not. He probably had a... But it seems like he had followers.
Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story... I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time,
Dang.
my heart hardened.
But he didn't die. Not only did he not die, he like outlived all of Conria.
Point where I met your master, Sertologi.
Imagine.
We were similar in age.
Like you expect to die before everyone else, you know, and then you just outlive them all.
Son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if
I don't understand that reference.
were one and the same. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
Like, this guy could voice Sertologi. He could voice Sertologi better than Sertologi.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something. And he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness.
Oh.
It was like there was nothing in this world
That's nice.
he couldn't accomplish.
I'm sure he had an ulterior motive, but...
He was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his. And at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
Damn. Can't wait till we meet the other four sinners.
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up
Ah, the biggest mistake you'd ever make, huh?
we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this.
Maybe Sertologi actually liked him. Because he was like from before, when back when he was a normal human.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality, and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word.
Who are the sinners? I don't know. He's the only one we know about.
But Vtuber said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe, and bring her to Tibet.
Oh, it's... Oh, wait, actually we do know one of them. So, the four are... Okay, the two we know of, Sertologi, the other is Audire. And that... Audire we know because she is also one of the members of the Hexen Circle. And she's the alchemist that created Albedo and Durin. So I lied, we actually know one of the other ones.
Now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All Vtuber said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my
Okay, rephrasing, why are they called? Oh, okay. So the five sinners are Conria, were members of the Conrian civilization that seized the power of the Abyss and caused Celestia to destroy Conria as a result.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leading them. Oh, and if you were serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission.
I know this has been pointed out before, but the orbs in Sertologi's sword and his chest look very much similar to the quantum symbol in Honkai Star Rail.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you.
But does this mean we can't actually kill villagers? If they're like this immortal, like they're not just like ageless, like even if you rip out their hearts, they don't die.
But that is not the path to strength.
Like,
you have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream.
So like, what happens to villagers when we beat them?
Didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
You're right. I should have known better, but
Why are the goblin and trolls of the... So it turns out the goblins and trolls of this world are actually the cursed forms of the Conrian citizens.
so I had to take a leap of faith. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice.
Like, they were all humans who were cursed into that form by Celestia.
I do want to apologize to both of you.
Is that why we talked to them? I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but... like, the world at large does not know this. Like, that's not common knowledge.
As well. Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to.
This guy sounds more like Sertologi than Sertologi does.
I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him. All the while, standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend,
Aww.
you must have some things in common.
Oh, okay, so this is one of those plot lines.
When you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike.
Your Foul's voices are really like so. I know that's the problem. He needs to sound way eviler.
Feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world, the joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright. Yet you were able to read them from my blade. like a glimpse into my inner world. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy. And my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly.
Maybe we will actually fight Chitologi.
One where his
I don't know
opponent forces him
when.
to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential.
But
and
this
transcend
plotline
his
is like
own limits.
completely orthogonal to the main Genshin
All
story.
can come to an end, including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal: to complete himself.
Unless
It's one of the
unless
secrets
this is
to his
like one of
strength.
those things where like, oh, he must kill me, and that would allow me to ascend to my final form.
Perhaps that is his call. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
Oh.
Are you okay?
Now he's dying.
Different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse
Right, he
of
can't die.
mortality allows
Silly
it all
question.
to coexist, but it does not remove the pain. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much
Okay.
longer.
Okay, so he's not gonna technically, he's not gonna die, he's just mind death.
Offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
I don't know if Skirk has the power to undo the curse of immortality.
That's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control.
Oh, that's
It
convenient.
will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
That sounds like a great deal. Great fucking deal to me. That's literally a cure.
And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Certologi. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though I know it'll be a long and arduous road if we are climbers in the dark. It appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues.
Actually, thinking about this terrain looks very Sea of Quanta to me too. It's very blocky.
It looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes.
Like it doesn't. It looks.
And you,
I mean, it looks too more stony than the one from Funkai Impact. I'm gonna show you guys after this, so you guys understand what I'm talking about.
Let's get out of here.
Skirk gazes in the distant sky. There's nothing else to do here. Should I leave? Leave.
At least we don't... We did it! It's only been a few days, but it
Like maybe
feels
that
like
place is like
forever.
the raw abyss,
Once again,
as opposed to like the abyss that
nothing we can't overcome.
Skirk created for herself,
Wow,
her little domain.
you sound even more confident than
But
usual.
you don't have to stick around for it at all.
Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Skofnungur stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, how the heck did she know?
I have gazed upon this sky for centuries.
I mean, I can actually.
The false stars, hanging in the meticulous.
It's like ancient astronomers like who definitely like would have noticed if a few stars went out actually. That much is fair. I think that's actually like surprisingly realistic.
and enjoy the momentary peace it brings.
It's
Even the
beautiful,
most
I agree.
beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn
Unlike
to seize
those
the sands
modern
of time
astronomers
for
won't notice
ourselves
nothing.
and uncover our true
Well, the
strength.
modern astronomers would notice because their computers would tell them.
Upon a false sky.
But like, they wouldn't just be like, look up in the sky and notice with their bare eyes. They'd be doing like the annual sky survey, number 2046, and then my computer goes, oh hey, these stars used to be here and now they're not anymore. And then check the data. But roll out that computer error. Like, initial, yeah, no, yeah, like yeah. Oh, your telescope? Yeah, you see it too? Yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah, no, those stars are just gone. Whack.
And accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it.
I know we meet again.
Decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely.
Oh, Genshin 2!
Reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn. One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom.
Technology has ruined human. I wouldn't say ruined.
Scorched for this.
I mean, AI might be ruining humanity.
Stronger. Goodbye, traveler.
So some
Remember your
technology.
training. Make sure to put it to use.
Yeah, you push your brother for it to start up Genshin. No. Not again. I need to replay that in slow-mo to see how they actually did that transition.
Than before. We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think? Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin Restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor.
What do you mean, treat? That was Skirk's money. Okay, I managed to finish it. Wait, let me show you the scene from Genshin Impact that I'm thinking of. Wait. So we pop out new incognito window. YouTube. Okay, and then we full screen this, and then I just have to set up the screen capture. Yeah. This is still from the Wait, did I just... What just happened? I feel like I fucked something up. Okay. This... Okay. Alright. Now I have to do this. And this. What is this bar at the bottom here? What is happening? I don't understand what is happening. What is this Marth? Oh, this is another freaking instance of the screen capture. Where did this fucking come from?
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God
Okay,
should
what if I
broaden
just...
their horizons
Is there a
in
button
the
to
world
just
below.
reset this? Computer. Is there no just reset button? God, OBS, you're such a fucking pain to work with. What layer even is this? Okay, whatever. We're just gonna be happy with this for now. Okay. So, you see what I'm saying? Like, see, it has a very... Sea of Quanta, it's very, like, block-like. Like, it's kind of like stony material, and it forms all these, like, rectangular bricks of varying shapes and sizes. And that's what that location is reminding me of. It's a lot brighter here than in the where we just were, to be fair. Oh yeah, and here, like, black hands. Is that... Like, this looks exactly like the fucking shit that was just in Skirk's thing. Like, that was like identical. I don't actually know what it is. There's no explanation for what this shit is. Damn, it's like squares and rectangles are like very affiliated with the Sea of Quanta, like these overlapping rectangle patterns. Okay, anyways, that's all I wanted to show there. Okay, so now you guys understand what I'm talking about. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I guess we might do the I think there's an Archon quest in this patch as well. So that was Skirk's character quest. I think there might be another quest. If there is one, probably just do that. Oh, right, okay, I need to edit this stream title because that... Yes, this is... that is the name of the Archon quest and not Skirk's character quest. Okay, that's next. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I guess we'll be back on Friday with more Genshin Impact. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful night. Good night, everyone. Good night.